And there's a good start. That one in the fairway here to get the tournament rolling. Second shot coming up. Let's bring in Iona Stephen.
122 is the number. And that wind, it's coming from right to left. So you might need to start this a little bit to the right-hand side.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
10-foot putt left.
Oh, well, that is not what you want to see on the first hole. He's already thinking this better not be one of those days. Safely in. It's a par here at the first, and he'll stay at even par. You know, Frank, this is a great setting for kicking off the new season. This Palm Springs area weather is almost ideal every single year. It's kind of like golf in a dome. So what's the secret to being successful on desert courses like this? Because we've seen some really low scores through the years.
Rich, you nailed it. Dome-like conditions means everybody's going to go low. You're not really worrying about cross breezes. Plus, add that in that it's a relatively flat track. That means there's no elevation changes really to consider. Green's also relatively flat, so get that ball on the putting surface. Greens aren't overly quick, but really anything inside 20 feet, you're going to have a good look at it. And don't keep looking at that leaderboard, because if you think you're going to make birdies, everybody else is doing the same thing. Pedal to the metal.
It is on the green, but that will be a tough putt on the way. Surprised he's not taking driver out for this one. Is a long ways away, though it is for birdie. Good effort, but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Okay, it's a bogey here at the second. And he's going to fall back now to 1 over par. Next up, the 471-yard par 4 third, nicknamed crescent because the green is shaped like the crescent moon. Best to hug the right side off the tee to avoid the large fairway bunker on the left. Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway. So Iona, this his second from the fairway.
Yeah, he's looking at 116 yards to get you to the front of this green, but it's 138 yards you'll need to get all the way to the hole. Pin in the middle, so it's a green light.
That's a good shot, and more importantly too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
This from about 10 feet.
Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie here at 3. This is a good par 3, and it's the first one of the day, the 192-yard fourth. You can see the trouble is that large bunker on the right side, and I think obviously you would rather be long than short here. That one was running so hot. That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll stay at level par. All right, let's see what you have in the bag. Let's see what you have inside. This one is 535 yards. It's a par 5. It's nicknamed Double Trouble. You think you have 314 yards of carry? That's what it takes to clear that water. That's going to be okay. Didn't want to try to go over the pond, so a safe play to the right and a good tee shot here at 5. Now the enticing second shot here, Frank, at the par 5 fifth.
If you're going to lay up, make sure you lay up properly. There's no sense in trying to knock it all the way down by that narrow neck. Just leave yourself a third.
Well, had the distance right, just a little bit offline to the left.
And a little bit left, too, with this third shot.
Nicely played. It's a birdie at the 5th. are now at the 255-yard par 3/6, one of the most intimidating holes at PGA West. Water on the right, a big bailout area to the left if you want to play it safe. Yeah, that's nicely done. Birdie putt coming up here at the 6th.
12 feet still to go.
That's going to scoot a foot or two by. Safely in for par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at 2 under. Our featured golfer here today had some moments, but maybe not the round one you're looking for, Frank.
Too many mistakes, Rich. Right now, don't think about the leader. Just worry about improving your own game.
So that should just about do it. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sunny La Quinta, California, live second-round coverage of the opening tournament on the tour schedule, the American Express. What a great time of year to be here in La Quinta. If you come in July, expect temperatures north of 110 degrees. But now, here in January, this is perfect as we check our Day 2 leaderboard. The Australian Aaron Baddeley is our leader. He's at 6 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first. So this, the second round of the American Express. Our featured golfer we're following here really turned some heads in that first ever round on the PGA Tour yesterday. What'd you see?
I just saw a complete player, Rich. I know the golf course yields itself to low scores, but take that aside. When you drive the ball well, hit iron shots like that, knock a few putts in, you're going to turn a few heads. And every season, as you know, Rich, I'm always looking for a new name. Might have just found one.
So one round in the books for our featured golfer as a professional, and it was subpar. Nota Begay III was out on the grounds following the action. Nota, what were your takeaways from what looked to be a really solid first round?
Well, subpar meaning in the red versus below average, and I really liked what I saw. There were some nerves early in the round, but this player was able to settle down, get into their game, start to execute at a high level, and really came out with a very nice start.
We come now to the 371-yard second here at PGA West. Short but demanding par 4 with bunkers down the left side and an undulating green that will challenge the best of putters. That will do just fine. Little bit of an awkward distance for this, his second.
and that's not exactly ideal. Far from a tap-in for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
That's a bit offline, and it'll leave a good 4 feet coming back. Yeah, that's a good putt, though it is for bogey here at the second. And that's going to drop him to 2 under. Par 4 third's a good one at 471 yards. Ideal spot is the right side of this fairway. That way you keep it away from that large fairway bunker on the left. Good drive, and you'll have a chance to make a good score here. Good shot coming off bogey at the second. That's going to be in the fairway.
The PGA Tour season kicking off here at PGA West in La Quinta, California. And we're back at it next week. Frank will make the 2-hour drive down to La Jolla and Torrey Pines outside of San Diego for the Farmers Insurance Open. Just such a good time of year, isn't it?
Oh, it certainly is. It's just stunning. I mean, rain, hail, or shine, this is just a beautiful part of the world. If you don't like beautiful countryside and coastline, I mean, there's something wrong. This is gorgeous.
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. We arrive now at the first par 3 of the day. 192-yard four. Large bunker on the right is the only trouble to avoid. Better to be long here than short. That is a good, sensible shot right there. Gives him a good look at birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And he'll move now to 5 under par. So our featured golfer here, pretty solid through the first 2 days, safely through to the weekend and squarely in the conversation.
That's right, Rich. Get off to a good start tomorrow, throw a few birdies in early, and could.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the stadium course at PGA West, live coverage coming your way of round 3 of the season opening event, the American Express. You know, for many years, this was Bob Hope's tournament. He, of course, a great entertainer, and we're in for an entertaining weekend of golf. As you look at the leaderboard on this Saturday, The leader is Scotty Scheffler. He sits at 10 under par. We get into the action here, starting at the par 3 fourth. Frank, our golfer here, as we've been mentioning this week, making their debut on the PGA Tour. I'll tell you what, it has been pretty impressive to this point. What do you think?
I certainly think so, Rich. You start the week off with that sort of list, shopping list. Make the cut, tick that. In contention, tick that. Tomorrow, we're all going to be talking.
Yep, not bad. Had to put a little extra into that one, but got it there. That's a pretty good effort. Yeah, that's well done, though it is for bogey here at the par 3. And that's going to drop him back to 4 under par. Up next, the 535-yard par 5 fifth they call double trouble. 314 yards to carry the water on the left. That's a big poke. So if you're feeling optimistic, give it a run. That's the place to be. That's right of the water and into the fairway here at 5. Let's bring in a man who's been there. Nota Begay III, 4-time winner on the PGA Tour. Nota, our golfer in their first ever professional start, able to make the weekend. So you have to figure that was the goal coming into this debut event?
Well, some players make progress in big steps and others make it in smaller steps. Although not in contention initially, making it into the weekend is a step in the right direction and will help build confidence.
Had the distance right, just a tad offline. How about the chances for getting it up and down from that spot?
Well, it's not in the thick stuff, Rich, so that's advantage number 1. Really, the lie's pretty good. I think it's a standard pitch.
Yes, a very well played hole. That's in for birdie. Will certainly help the cause. This is a monster par 3, this 6th hole, at 255 yards. On top of it, you're looking at water on the right. The good news is, if that's just a little too much for you to take on, there is a bailout area on the left if you'd rather play it safe. That's going to be on the putting surface, and a birdie look straight ahead. We turn to Nota Begay III for this look at birdie.
And this is not the place to be. It's a really tough side hill putt. He's got to push it out to the right and then just let it drift back to the hole.
Got it there, but not quite on target. Okay, that one finished off for a par, and he'll stay at 5 under. We head now to the 346-yard par 4 7th with water down the right side. Accuracy off the tee is the key. Fairway wood where a long iron might be the play here. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there.
That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really outside chance for birdie.
Ooh, good speed there. That'll leave just a couple of feet. That one finished off. It'll be a par here at 7. And he'll remain at 6 under par. So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From sun-kissed La Quinta, California, live final round coverage of the season opening event on the PGA Tour, the American Express. Sunday in Coachella Valley, all these golfers in search of that first title of the new season. It'll be handed out later today as we look at the leaderboard for this final round. We've got a tie up at the top at 14 under par. Meanwhile, our featured golfer would need everything to go right on this Sunday. Entering play, 6 shots off the pace. Time to get out to the action on the course as we pick things up on the tee at the par 4 14th. So here we are, Frank, beautiful La Quinta, California. Let me tell you, after being in Connecticut for the winter, this is something else, but we shift the focus to our featured golfer. They've been something else, too, in contention for a good finish in their first ever PGA Tour event.
Has to have exceeded expectations, Rich. The goal at the start of the week, 4 solid rounds. See how you fit in here. We're on the precipice of doing that. Pat yourself on the back. This is the start of what should be a very good career.
So our featured golfer wrapping up their first ever professional tournament, and it's been a good one. Nota Begay III is with us, and Nota, I'm curious of what you recall, what you learned from your first professional start. You went on to win 4 times.
Well, playing in that first PGA Tour event, there's so many unexpected things, and to come out, make the cut, get your feet wet, learn what it's going to take to compete at this level is a tremendous amount of benefit as you move forward and you refine your approach.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he's worked it to 9 under par. 15th hole, not surprisingly, is called Turning Home because we're headed toward the clubhouse now. It's 468 yards of par 4, and it's the second toughest at PGA West, so this is all you want. Need to be straight off the tee. If you can get it in play and away from those bunkers on the left and right of the fairway, 4 is a good possibility, and you'd be happy to make par here. Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot coming up, and we say hello to Iona Stephen.
Yes, there's 135 yards to the flag. Pin tucked in the front left-hand portion of the green today.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Yeah, that's a good putt. A birdie here at 1. And he'll make a little headway there, but still trailing by 4 with 3 holes left to play. This is a really good par 5 here, the 16th at 600 yards. If you're able to avoid the bunker on the left side of that fairway, you'll have a good chance to get up either on the green or near the green. What you want to avoid, obviously, is that enormous bunker up by the green. If you do end up in there, you may have a problem getting out. He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there. So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5. Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5. Frank got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A 9-footer now for his birdie. The run here, that a 3rd consecutive birdie, but it's likely going to come a little too late as he'll still be 4 back with just 2 holes to play. Arriving now at Alcatraz, the famous 17th hole at PGA West. Island green, reminiscent of Sawgrass, 168-yard par 3. It is most definitely a knee knocker. That's a good-looking shot, just left of the flagstick, and he'll have that left for his birdie. Now this for another birdie. Everything going right now. That a 4th consecutive birdie. And that'll help a bit in the final placing, but he will be 3 back with just 1 hole remaining. Finishing up here at PGA West with a 439-yard par 4 18th. Yet again, we're trying to avoid the water. That runs down the left side of the fairway. If you keep it down the right side, well, then you'll have a chance to maybe get out of here, finish up the round with a birdie 3. That is a great number on this finishing hole. Yeah, why not? Another great tee shot, and maybe a chance now to go after what would be a 5th consecutive birdie. Frank, this approach shot seems pretty straightforward. Just don't hit it left.
Yeah, it's a tough second shot. It's that visual. Once again, you've got that green that's angled to the left. But once again, like a few holes out here, you do not have to hit directly at this flag. You are allowed to move that flag mentally 15, even 20 feet to the right. There's nothing wrong with that. And a good approach shot, just not quite as close as what you'd like, but still solid.
He just made one on the previous hole. This slightly longer for another birdie. Nah, that's going to wander off to the right. Need maybe 2-3 feet coming back. Okay, safely in for his par at 18. And that's going to make this a final round, 66. Frank, this had to be mentally draining for a player. So many decisions to make out there, so much trouble to avoid.
Well, I think this is sort of a golf course that makes men out of boys. And remember the old saying, go west, young man? I think they were really saying, go to PGA West, young man.
Well said, Frank. For my partner, Frank Nobilo, and all of us here at EA Sports, we say so long for now from the Career Builder Challenge at PGA West.